Morning guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ramon with the Rhodesian Connection. It's a very windy day today. It's actually even colder, so I'm all geared up in my jacket, and so I wanted to actually make a video on the area where I live, which is called Hurma in Konyaalti, and I wanted to show you how the living conditions are here, the closeness to the shops, the shopping, the grocery stores, the banks, the other things that an expat would need, and the fact that it's a very convenient location. So we are actually on the Hurma Mahalessi, which is the Hurma Boulevard, and so I'll talk about what we see as we go along the journey here. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell right below, the like, and please share it so this way all my fellow expats out there can get a taste of what to expect and how living conditions are here in Antalya, Turkey. Alright, so let's begin. So that's the bus that you can catch. They have various bus stops, and there's one right ahead of me where you can catch various buses going from here to different parts of Antalya. You have also a lot of shopping over here. You want to charge your phones. There's a office here, Turk Telecom, which I use. And you want to catch a taxi. There's a section. The taxi station is right ahead of us, next to this small little park, or if you have children, they have a lot of different activities to keep them occupied. I wanted to show you the backdrop over here, which we showed earlier. This is amazing. On the back end here where I live, you have the mountains right behind us, and an amazing view if you have an apartment that's located on a higher floor. So let's turn this way, and if you go all the way down to the end over there, you will get to the beach. So there's a lot of places here for shopping. This is a market that's right close by, and as you can see, I'm going to pass through various restaurants. You even have office buildings here with the dental services. So this is one of the stations where you catch the bus. And there is an app on your phone. You can download it. It's called the Antalya Cart app, and that'll give you the times when the bus is. And if you want to map your journey wherever you're going. This is a cool little spot over here which sells like vegetables and fruits. So anyone who lives on this road, the Hurma Mahalessi, is actually in a very good location because you have everything walking distance. You've got clothing over there. This is another company that does phone service, the Vodafone. We have rent a car if you feel like taking trips, and use more sushi. One thing I have to let you know, I think this is happening all over the world right now with the war between Russia and Ukraine, is the gas prices. They have drastically increased all over the world, and Turkey has also been affected. When I arrived here in January, the per liter was costing approximately 10 lira. for a liter. Now it's close to 21 lira for the liter. So as you can see, there are less cars than normal on the road because the locals are feeling the crunch, because with all the inflation that's occurred in Turkey, the pay has maybe increased 100%, but inflation has been at 300%. So they are all feeling the pain in their pockets. Speaking to fellow Turks and other expats that are living here, a lot of people are also doing what they call carpooling. That's something that we do in the States. You know, when we have kids, you have one big minivan that picks up all different types of kids from different areas, and they all pile in one car. So the same thing is occurring here in Turkey now. So whenever anyone goes on some sort of a trip, they all pool, so everyone chips in for the gas. So it makes it easier for the pocket of the person who has the vehicle. So we're surrounded by tons of residential, because you'll have businesses and then residentials right by them or on the same building. You'll have the business on the bottom and the residential on the top. Now we're in March, so it's very weird that the weather is still cold, but maybe these climatic changes that are occurring throughout the world, it's affecting every country with their temperatures. And this is another Turk company for mobile service called Turkcell. So three main ones in Turkey: Turkcell, Turk Telecom, and Vodafone. But recently I also found out that the PTT office, which is the post office, they also have their own cell phone coverage, and I'll research it and get back to you on how those rates are and how their service coverage is compared to the other three major phone companies. So I wanted to show you also, this is another place. If you see anything that says the word kashap, so kashap is a butchery, and you can go into any of these places, and normally they sell all types of cuts of meat. You can pick up also other dairy products like eggs and also milk. So I just wanted to give you an overview. This is something else if you do need any medication. It's called the Eksane, apteka in Russian, and pharmacy in English. So you also have a lot of barber shops. If you have eye problems, you got the eye specialists. And this area comprises of a lot of Eastern Europeans. The Hurma section of Liman, Konyaalti. This is where the bazaar usually takes place every Tuesday. So it's called the Liman Bazari, and that's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single Tuesday. So it's lined, even the streets over here will be full of vendors selling fresh organic fruits and vegetables and other wares. So as you can see, a lot of those restaurants and little bakeries or cafes, they have a couple of languages here. So Russian is also very popular here because of the Russian expat community. They have also a lot of tobacco shops over here, and these places will sell you anything from tobacco to alcoholic beverages. So one thing in Turkey is Turks are not afraid to drink. There's a lot of other countries out there. If you go to the Arabic countries, they are also very strict on alcohol. But one good thing about living in Turkey is that you don't have to worry about those problems. You want to drink, you drink. You can even take a beer or some drinks to the beach and nobody will bother you. So it's kind of an extension of what happens in Las Vegas. So like the saying goes, what happens in Liman stays in Liman. So on the streets you'll see a lot of these big dumpsters, and so this is where you can throw all sorts of garbage. One thing in Turkey I need to mention is that the recycling is not done by the people dumping the garbage in. They actually have certain people that come by, they sift through all the garbage, and there'll be people who will take out all the books or paper products. There'll be other people taking out the bottles or plastic or glass, and they do all the recycling. I don't know how that system works, if they are getting paid for it, but it's a very interesting system. And one of these days, if I see some of these people doing it in action, I'll try to catch them on video and share that with you all. This is something that's coming up in a few months. It's a lounge that we're looking forward to exploring when it does open up. Unfortunately, right now they're in the construction phase, so that would be a video for a different time. It's called the Q Club and Lounge. So when you reach this road here called 31 Sokak or 31 Street, you'll be at the intersection of this park. It's a nice little park, you know, you can actually come here, walk your dog. It's a very small park, but this is a great little spot to just do some exercise. And I've got like some benches right over there. So it's a small park, but for the people that are living over here, it's a great little exercise spot. So one thing you'll see in Turkey and all these other cities is Starbucks. So they've made a mark in Turkey, and this is a spot where a lot of people come down just to chill out and do some crowd watching or meetings. On this section right here, this is actually right at the corner of the Liman Mahalessi, Liman, what do you call, Qadeshi, and there's a main intersection here called Atatürk. Right across from the Starbucks, there is a whole bunch of ATM machines. So if you need to get some money from your country, you can partake from any of those machines right here on this section. Just make sure, go to the Halk Bank. That's the one that I recommend, because they do not charge any fees. At least they don't charge fees here in Turkey. Your bank, obviously, back home, they will charge you some sort of fee, but over here, you'll be completely fine. Getting close to this little place over here. It's called a Dondurma Dukani, and this is a cool little plaza where you can just hang out. There's a little place over here where you can get ice cream, and we are commemorating Russia with 3 matryoshkas. So it's called Dostluk Parki, and it's a cool spot. You know, if it's less windy, this would be a great place to just chill out, get some sun, hang out with some friends, and just enjoy this cascade of water and feel the relaxing atmosphere that you're living in. Let's see if this dondurma is open. It seems maybe not. Let's see. I'm gonna get closer and we'll let you know. Cool little art over here. So this is like a coffee being poured into a cup. So very cool. And you have a little clock on the top there with different times. So it's a great place also for kids. They can come here and play. And it looks like the dondurma is open. Let me find out if they are serving Celeb. So this is they got like cool things over here. Celeb? Okay. Ike. Bardak, yeah, bardak. How is it? Alta, yeah. Alta.
Celeb.
Oh, Celeb. Okay, no problem. So, Ike. So, Ike means two in Turkish. So, Celeb is a great drink. It's very refreshing. It's made from some sort of milk and with cinnamon and a couple of grains inside it. So, I'm gonna try that. It's great for this weather today because it's kind of windy out there and this would really warm up. But these are the different ice cream scoops that you can get over here, and majority of scoops are 4 lira each. So you got like a couple of different flavors here. Alright guys, so I've got myself the Celeb. It's nice and warm and it's pretty cold temperature today. We're talking, what is the temperature today, Jewel?
Right now it should be like 48.
Yeah, 48 degrees in Fahrenheit. So it's definitely colder for us Floridians. I'm slowly getting used to this temperature because I used to live in New York before, but that was many moons ago. So let me taste the Celeb. I'll tell you guys how it is. It has a lot of cinnamon on top. I asked him to put extra, so that is some really good drink. And it's so warm. It's got like the cinnamon, just it's amazing. Like gives you the flavors in your tongue. They just send these nice tingles, and plus the heat, it's just like helping to warm up my my bones. So great drink to have when it's a little bit chilly. So for those who are learning Turkish, so Celeb is a great drink. You have to try it. But the ingredient that they put in here is the milk. And so I'm learning Turkish, so I'll share something that I learned. Milk is called süt. Like, the soot that you get from coal. So that's kind of the pronunciation, süt. And if you want milk, the best place to get the milk is at the fresh market, and that's the one that I showed a video before. That's the Liman market that's coming up very, very soon. You'll see that video in a couple of days. And let's see how Julia is doing. So Julia, what do you think of the Celeb so far?
Really, really tasty. It's thick. It's like some sort of purge, I would say. Sweet, comforting, warm, soothing. I like it.
So you could say, like, I'm trying to like figure out something that would be similar to this. in the Colombian or the Latin community, they have something called avena.
No,
Right?
it's like a farina.
No, I understand, but the one that would be closest to describe how it tastes is like a warm avena, because avena normally when you have it, it's made from the oats, but this one is like a thinner, yeah, like Julia said, it's like a farina, and it's like a liquid farina, and really tasty. It's a little bit too chilly, otherwise I would have gotten the dondurma, the ice cream, but I'll leave that for another day and another type of weather. So this is the Starbucks that's over here, and I'm gonna go a little closer. Let's see if anyone is freezing outside. But yeah, it looks a little bit empty today because of the weather, and gonna cross this way now, and I wanted to give you guys a view of the ATM machines, so this way you'll know where to remove your cash. And the bank that I talk about a lot in my videos, where you don't pay a fee to withdraw from the Turkish side. So this is right here on the corner of Atatürk and Hurma, and so you'll see like there's a bunch of different ATM machines from various banks and banking institutions. So let's bypass all these ones here, unless you have an account directly in any of these other banks that are here. I would say avoid them if you're using international bank. Let's continue. And as you can see, the bank that I talk about has got the line, and that's the Halk Bank. So this one here is a great bank because, like I said, there is no fee that they charge for using this service. I'm gonna go around to the other section here now, and I wanted to show you also. So one thing over here is, you know, in Turkey you have to have baklava. So they've got a couple of different places here that do make it. This looks like a joint that perhaps makes it. They make also kunefe, which is an amazing dessert that I love. We'll try this place another time. But you also have here on this corner a Western Union, and let's go a little bit further up here. I wanted to show you something that if you live and rent or own an apartment in Turkey, if you're using gas, if you don't have the gas line coming into your apartment, and you need to replace those tanks, the propane tanks, there is a place that's right here in Hurma which does provide the service, not just for gas, but also for like a 20 liter or 19 liter bottle, which you can use the service of this this company right here. And let's go a little closer and let's see how much they charge. So 20 TL indirim. What does that mean? I have to look it up. But so this is a place called Aygaz, and other place right next to it is the Pursu. And so both these places, they provide you with one with water refills, and these will cost you anywhere from 21 lira to 30 lira. The one I'm currently paying is costing us 24 lira each time they refill. And then obviously you get the propane tanks like this, which they will come and connect to your stove or whatever contraption that you're using for cooking. And they'll take out the old one and replace with a new one. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe 150 TL each time you know change it out. So far I've had mine, how long we've had our gas?
2 months.
2 months, and it still has gas. So
And I cook every day.
yeah, and we cook every day. So it's great. So you'll be also welcomed by a lot of mosques here in Turkey, and this is something. Remember, we're in a Muslim country, so this is something that is always going to be around. Just wanted to show you a couple more of the residential apartments around here. Now this building looks like it's a little bit older. If you want to know the difference between a new building and an older building, normally the older buildings, they have like a water tank above their, on the roof section. And this water tank, it's got, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, there we go. See the water tanks at the top there? And they are connected to some sort of a solar panel, which heats up that water. So when you want to use that water for using in the not the shower, but in the basins to wash your hands and face and stuff like that, that's the water that will be utilized when you're cleaning yourself, like your face or brushing your teeth. But most of the new buildings, they won't have those tanks. Like there's another one with tanks on the top there, and right next to it you're gonna see the solar panels. So you'll see a lot of these all over. So these are all older buildings. The new buildings, on the other hand, do not have those features. This is an old feature. The new buildings are normally gas, like natural gas setup. So that natural gas system will heat up all the water sections of your apartment. Show you like a couple more restaurants around here. So whenever you see simit, simit is like the bagel of Turkey. So it's the same shape. We have a restaurant that's a Russian restaurant right here for another day. We'll check that out. Yeah, it's a Georgian restaurant. So I'll try to make a reservation one of these days, and we'll make a video on how their food is. And I'll share that information to all my viewers out there. So this is the place I was talking about, the Liman Mahalessi Bazari. That's where the choosing entrance. The great thing about living right here on this Liman Liman streets is that you're accessible to everything. You want to eat something, you got the restaurants. You want to get your nails done, you want to get your fix over here. We've got like pizza places, we've got places for all these spices and teas, and you got a little Liman Bazaar, the shoe place. Emlak is the real estate. So that's one thing you'll see a lot over here is the Emlak. Now again, my recommendation is not to go to any real estate agent out there, because many of them don't even speak any English. Down the road, we'll see if I can make some sort of collaboration to provide a service to anyone who's coming in from another country who wants to purchase or rent a house or an apartment, and I'll see if we can do something which will be language-wise easier to handle, because between me and my wife, we speak 4 languages. So it's English, Spanish, well actually 3 languages, I'm sorry, English, Spanish and Russian, and of course now we're going to be enrolling in a Turkish school to learn Turkish. So as my Turkish improves, that'll be another language we'll be adding to our repertoire. So one thing you'll find over here in Turkey is there's a lot of people who sell all sorts of different wares. This gentleman we just passed was selling honey. So I recommend always buying honey from the vendors outside, the local vendors, because on top of basically supporting them, you're also getting a much better quality of honey. I've already tested out the honey in the stores. Went to a supermarket and we bought a honey which was on sale. Oh my god, it was horrible. You could taste that it was mixed with some sort of corn syrup, and we also had, like, Julia got some allergies, you know, eating that honey, so we had to give it away. So be careful. Just you know, try to buy products from the local producers, because you're getting obviously an organic option.
Well, I haven't eaten honey in like 35 years because I'm allergic. So that now I'm indulging on honey, because the organic natural honey that we buy here from the local vendors, I'm actually not allergic. So this is something new I have discovered here in Turkey, for myself at least.
And I have to agree, because when we make our breakfast, there's something called a kaymak, which is a kind of a creamy substance that's made from the milk, and it's a great spread. We mix the kaymak with honey, and when we use the one from the store, it's horrible. And not just horrible, but like Julia said, we got allergic reactions. So I wanted to show you one more place over here, which we do go to every so often. One thing is the fresh bread, and this place also makes something called all these pastries and other things that are related to baking. Plus they have also pistachios and other items. So it's a pretty cool spot. It's a little cafe, and you want to go inside, check it out? Okay, we'll come in here another time.
Here, yeah?
Yeah, they also make burek. Burek is like a pastry, very tasty pastry that they make here in Turkey, and they can stuff it with cheese, with meat, with different things. You know, they get also with spinach, some other vegetables, and it's like a pie, but like a, not a crusty pie, but like a you know, like a filling pie, and very delicious. Although you know, it's very fattening as well, so you have to be careful how much you eat. So as you can see, this whole street over here is lined with businesses on the bottom, and you have like residential units on the top. So one of these days we'll do a more wider tour of this area, so you can see the different options on rentals or purchasing. So one thing you know, that when you're walking around different buildings, you will see a sign that says Satilik or Kiralik. So when you see the word Kiralik, that pertains to rental. I'll try to find a sign so I can explain to you what it means and the difference. And then when you see the word Satilik, which I initially got a little confused because I thought Satilik meant satellite TV, and later on I found out that it's actually sale. So a lot of owners, or even the agents, I guess, they'll put a sign on the building itself, like outside the apartment, where it'll signify whether they're renting or they're selling. I think I see a sign here. There we go. that sign is idyllic. So that means that this apartment right here is for sale. So, and that looks like it's from an agent. Right guys, so this is Ramon again with the Rhodesian Connection. So we had a small tour around Liman and the Liman Kadeshi area, and I hope you enjoyed this tour. It's just giving you an idea of if you live in a certain section, you have that proximity to everything within walking distance. And of course, if you want to travel to a longer distance, you know, you have the bus system that you can partake of. Well, if you're new again, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bar right below, and the like, and please share my videos, so this way more and more people will know what it's like to live in Turkey and also know about the affordability of possibly moving here long term. Until the next time, see you guys later. Cheers. Gole gole.